Welcome to this beautiful, beautiful conversation that we're having together. I'm super, super excited to have you here. And first of all, what I want to do is let us honor everything that's going on within us right now. I always say this. I don't know what kind of day you've had. I've had a really interesting day where this morning was super, super powerful. I did a session with my mentor, one of them anyway, working on a new business, mega powerful. And then the rest of the day has felt like I've been trying to like push through. So I'll explain that in a minute. Let's just take a moment to honor where you're at right now, where I'm at right now. This is a very spontaneous live. I haven't announced it to anyone. I just pressed go. Here we are. I was meant to go live at 5 p.m. It didn't happen. I wasn't ready. So I relaxed, delayed, postponed because I haven't announced it to anyone. And here I am now live. So whatever kind of day you've had, whatever energy you're in right now, let us take a moment to honor it. I haven't prepared for this. I never do. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So take a moment to honor anything that's there for you. Anything that's there, any anxiety, any insecurities, feelings that I'm not enough, that I'm not capable, whatever's there. And believe me when I say, these things come up at every single level. None of us are immune to any of this. So I want to invite you to just take a minute, come into your body, take a nice, can't speak with these retainers in, take a nice deep breath into your body. Let's laugh it off. It's interesting. A lot of people used to put me on a pedestal, and I realized that there was this pedestal energy going on. And the problem when you put someone on a pedestal is that there's this unseen expectation. And when the person does something that triggers you, it's not even really designed to trigger you, you start to judge that other person for no reason. So I really believe that as leaders, we need to release the pedestal energy completely. We need to release the pedestal energy completely. We need to get rid of that hierarchy because we are all together in this. We're all connected. And I know myself. You know yourself. And that's it. That's it. And we know what we're meant to be here for, and we know what we're not meant to be here for. And so I find that really important to speak out loud. I always say this, you will always get truth from me. Always. Truth, truth, truth. Okay, so as we just connect, I want you to take a nice big deep breath into the body. And I want to guide you to do something really cool, okay? As you take a nice deep breath into the body, I want you to invite your highest essence to be present in your life right now. I want you to have the intention that your highest essence is present in your life right now. Is at the forefront of your life right now. Your highest essence across time and space is present right now. Take a nice big deep breath into your body. Get out the mind, get out the limitations, get out the beliefs that you can't do things, you're not capable of things. Yeah. And as you take a nice big deep breath into the body and you connect to your highest essence, I want you to consider your next level of success right now? What is your next level of success right now? And maybe close your eyes with me. Close your eyes with me. Imagine your next level of success. And it's funny because I can already witness mindsets coming up, belief systems coming up in all of us. I don't know how to do this. I'm not capable of this. It's not okay. I'm not doing this right. This will always happen, right? So it's really important to take a breath. Take a breath and literally tune into your next identity level. And you're already connected to your highest essence. And now imagine and visualize tuning into your next level of success. You don't need to know specifics just yet. Tuning into the next level of success for you. Taking a nice deep breath into the body. Making space internally for this next level of success. Forget what your mind is saying right now. Doesn't matter. It's really important to be here as you are, messy, imperfect, showing up anyway, making progress anyway, and not going into, I gotta feel ready to move forwards. I gotta know what I'm doing. I've gotta be perfect. That doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, right? So it's much better to show up as you are right now than not at all. It's funny, I had a client session yesterday, and about 10 minutes before she was meant to show up, she texted me saying, hey, I woke up a little bit late. Is it okay to postpone the session? I'm free until 2:30 p.m. And I was like, no, we get on the call now. This is what it's like to work with me. We get on the call right now. I honor my time. I honor my day is packed. We do it now or we don't do it. She was like, I'm coming. She came straight on the call. And I knew that in that moment, she was in massive self-sabotage. She was in massive procrastination. She was in massive fear. And I knew that the only way through was to get on the call with her and get her in her body and move through the self-sabotage. And after about 15 minutes of me calling her out and telling her straight, I am a professional. We've booked in together. If you're not showing up, then we don't do this. It's up to you. You're either in or you're out. That's it. Up to you. After about 15 minutes of that, she was like, oh my gosh, Jody, this is like, I've never had the breakthrough that I needed. This was the self-sabotage pattern showing itself that I needed to look at. I need to look at this self-sabotage pattern. No one's called me out on this before. And I'm like, well, you will always get truth from me. And I will always hold you in your highest potential while you're working through your self-sabotage. And it was a really, really important and powerful, like, I want to say life-defining moment for her. So this is what's going on, right? We are afraid of our next level. We're afraid of our identity at the next level. We're so afraid, just like she was. Just like she was. We're so afraid that we will literally make ourselves ill. In some cases, I've seen clients hospitalize themselves to avoid the next level. You know, this is what happens. This is what we do. I think I mentioned this last week on one of the lives that I did. This is what we do without realizing it. We make ourselves ill. And so we have to start to actually unpack this a little bit. What is it that we're actually afraid of at this next level of success? What is it that we're afraid of? There's nothing we can't handle as long as we've got the right support. And what's the choice here? what's the choice? We either stay where we are and we keep repeating the same loops and patterns and the lifestyle and everything else, we keep repeating it, or we decide to level up. When I say level up, it's such a cliche coaching term, but you know what I mean? This is the truth. And so what is it that you are deciding right now? Because you literally have two choices. So yeah, so as I just invited you to tune into your next level, what happens is your next level starts to be accessed, and all the stuff that was blocking you from your next level also is accessed. This is what we're dealing with on a daily basis in our businesses, career, life. We're dealing with holding the highest vision of our next level of success and simultaneously dealing with all of the fears and the limitations that are blocking us and holding us back. We literally create drama. We create drama in our life to avoid the next level. We literally create drama. And you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking. You've probably created drama. I know I have. You know, why are we scared of the next level? What is it about the next level that we're so scared of? What is it about the identity that we are at that next level, right? What is it? What is it that we're afraid of? What is it? Let's talk about this, because I feel like we need to have some breakthroughs, because I've seen a lot of self-sabotage lately. There's been a lot of self-sabotage lately. A lot of self-sabotage lately amongst all of us. So what is it that we're afraid of in terms of the next level? Now, I don't speak to everybody. It's not possible for everybody to hear me because I'm at a very specific frequency level. It's not possible for people to hear me at that level. So I'm basically here to serve the 1% in the world. But it doesn't mean that everyone else cannot tune in and listen. But you won't always understand what I'm saying. You won't always be able to hear it because I have quite a disruptive energy. Okay. And so right now I'm talking a lot about identity calibration, and the identity is basically the blueprint that you have built. So it's not the blueprint you're born with. That's something different. And this is like a personality blueprint that you have built. And this personality blueprint, it basically tells you how much money you can make currently. It basically tells you what you're capable of, what's possible for you, what your relationships have got to be like. It tells you about how much you want to look after yourself. It tells you about how safe it is to love people and be vulnerable around people. It tells you that it's not safe to change locations and go and lead in different countries. It tells you a lot. So your current identity is telling you a lot about who you are as a human person. And so the current identity is constantly talking to you over and over and over and over again, right? Reinforcing who you think you are, reinforcing your outlook, your perspective, your thought processes, your decisions, reinforcing yourself at this specific level that you're at right now. And so what's required at this new level of success is for you to start to build and construct and design a completely new identity. But not only that, because that's not enough, you have to start to make the energy move forwards, as in take the action, as in get on a plane and go and base yourself in a different location, as in start to actually look at, is Instagram working for you, or do you need to be somewhere else? because we do things that we're told to do because other people tell us that this is the way that we do it and should do it in order to get these specific results. It's not true because we're all very unique and different. We know this by now. It's not a one-size-fits-all strategy anymore. But there are still people writing books about 100 million business models. Really great people. Some of them I follow. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It means that it's one way of doing things, right? But you're here with me now because you're realizing there is a very different feeling around business success now. You're realizing that there's got to be a different way, right? So I'm going to Dubai mid to end of September for 2 weeks to launch my business there. And for me, the mentality in Dubai is already very driven, very ambitious on an identity level. There's not much that they can't do, you know, generally speaking. There's a big drive for success there, and that's amazing. But I feel that there is a bit more integration actually that could really help. And as a woman in business, anywhere in the world, we either do business like a man, which is what many of us do, and I have masculine energy in me. Also, I can hustle as well. Hustling is not wrong or bad either. It's just about the balance of everything. But how can we as women start to do business like a woman, like a feminine leader? And what does that mean? What does that mean? I believe that as women, it's important to build strong identities relating to the next level of success in business, but also include information about being a powerful feminine leader in business that doesn't feel like we're compromising in any way. Because I do believe that on an archetypal level, many of us women believe that to be a feminine leader, it's about being passive and patiently waiting, you know, it's like a disempowering feeling. And a lot of this is subconscious, right? It's subconscious. We don't even realize that we're even tuning into this archetype, but it's there, it exists. And so I'm a very ambitious woman. You know, I love fast results. I have entrepreneurial energy in me all over my human design chart. I'm not necessarily, I've said this many times, I'm not in the coaching industry anymore. I'm in the entrepreneurial industry, advising entrepreneurs. And, you know, I'm finding my way in terms of my identity as a feminine leader who cannot work more than 4 to 5 hours a day. You know, I can't work more than 4 to 5 hours a day. I burn out so easily. And so, you know, it's figuring out who we are on an identity level at the next level of success. And I've said this many, many, many times. There are three Instagram live replays on my Reels page to go and watch and catch up. I've said this many times. It's like, you know, on an identity level, even the most successful women that I mentor, that I guide, that I create strategies with, have an avoidance energy around the next level of identity. I told you at the beginning, I've seen clients make themselves ill to avoid facing this next level self, this new identity. And I was very much asking the question at the beginning of this live, like, what is it that we're afraid of? What is it that we are afraid of? What is it that we are afraid of? And there are many things that we're afraid of, actually. Many things, you know, many reasons why we're avoiding this identity. One of the things that sticks out for me is that we start to lose people around us. We start to lose people around us. People drop away and we start to realize that it's actually not productive for us to say yes to all these social events because we feel like we need to be there. Like we have to be very selective about what we're attending and why, because we're literally carrying everybody's energy in our energy field. So it's really important that we start to understand that this next level of success, in other words, us at a new identity level, we've got to understand how this us at the new identity level, how she moves through life, how she lives, how she networks, who she networks with, how she shares her energy frequency, and who with. This is a really important piece. So where are you as a leader meant to be in the world? Because for the longest time, I thought I was meant to be in the UK. For the longest time, I was in the UK. I was in London for like many, many, many years. I lived all over London. That's where I really believed I was meant to be. I really did. And then I started to feel that I actually wasn't meant to be there. So I explored moving to Cape Town, buying property there. That didn't happen. Then I came here to Lisbon in Portugal, thinking that I would be here short term, temporarily. But we ended up staying here, and we're building a life here for now. I just bought a house. We're upgrading our apartment in the city centre. The house is outside Portugal. But I also know I fully know that I'm here to travel. I'm here to travel to Dubai, UAE, to be all over that side of the world. I'm here to go to LA, California, to be over that side of the world. At some point, I feel like I'm meant to be in Korea and China and that side of the world. And I have no idea what that's going to look like right now at all. I have no idea. But I know that the next steps will become clear, that the pathway will become clear, because I'm constantly connected to my highest essence, my highest frequencies. And I've been practicing that for 10 years. I remember when my first spiritual teacher used to tell me to call in the highest frequencies of your highest essence, would constantly remind me to do that for the last 10 years. And it really makes sense now. It makes sense now, right? So I'm constantly connected to my highest potential, my highest belief systems, my highest decisions, my highest energy. And the more I do this, the more opportunities open up all over the world. And I know that as I go to Dubai in September, so many doors are going to open. And so this is me emerging into my next level of success. And it's not happened yet. And that's okay, because it's coming, and I feel it's coming. I feel it's coming. So who are you as an identity in your next level of success? And so many of us don't bother doing this work because we just wait for the things to come to us. We wait for the money to come to us. We wait for the clients to come to us. And that's cool, and it will happen. But we want faster results, don't we? We want to accelerate. We want to collapse the time it takes to get there. This is what we want. The world's moving so fast now. It's like we as human beings, we have to get on board with the pace, while simultaneously knowing when to relax and surrender. This is the balance. This is the harmonization. This is the integration. So, yeah, it's a wild ride. It is a wild, wild ride. Okay, so we've covered a lot. If this is the first live you've joined me on, I did this very spontaneously today. I just pressed go. There are 3 other replay recordings of lives that I did last week that are definitely worth watching. I've had so many amazing comments on them. Lives are definitely where it's at right now. Like, I haven't done a live for so long, but I feel so in flow with the live video because we need to get to know each other again. We've changed, you've changed, I've changed. We've both upgraded, and now we're ready for the next level, right? Okay, So once again, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, and you are really excited for your next level, but it hasn't happened yet, my feeling is it's not the strategy. It's not the marketing. It's not the sales promotions. It's not the business model. It is the business model. But the most important piece for you is the identity work. Okay. So my powerful immersion program, Extraordinary Power, is now open. It kicks off with a 48-hour in-person retreat with me in Lisbon, ASAP. This is one of the very few times that you get access to me in person. Very few times that you get a 48-hour retreat with me in person. So Extraordinary Power Immersion is where you literally, you change beyond recognition. Absolutely. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you all that you get and list out all the deliverables, because you feel me or you don't feel me. That's it. You either feel my energy and my frequency and my truth, and you're like, hell yes, I want to transform. Jodi's on an amazing trajectory right now. I want to get on board this train. Or you don't, or you stay stuck. And it's always your choice, right? It's always your choice. So if you are an entrepreneur, business woman, and you're making a minimum of 15K a month, and you want to get to this next level, but you want to be guided by an entrepreneur rather than a coach, I am an accredited coach and a mentor and a business strategist, but majority is entrepreneurial vision, right? So let's guide you forwards. You can always send me a DM and we can have a chat. And there's never any pressure from me whatsoever, because it might not resonate for me to guide you, my team to guide you. Might not resonate. And I want people who are all in, not half in, half out, not worried about the money. There's other programs for you guys who are worried about the money. I want real, serious, committed women, extraordinary women. Okay, so you know where to find me. If you want this 48-hour in-person immersion that's going to change your life completely, and that is also scary, I'm aware of that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The work that I hold space for now is like radical transformation, next level results, huge financial gain, completely new ideas, business models, strategies. And I know that if you're not at the level where you trust yourself, this is scary for you. So I want you, if you are ambitious, a self-starter, trust yourself, and you just want to be guided and overseen by a powerful entrepreneurial woman like myself, someone who guides women who are 8-9 figures in business. And yeah, and I'm super excited. Okay, sending you so much love. Thank you. I hope that you have a nice evening planned, or if you're in the US, I know I have lots of people in the US, then have a great rest of your day. I'm sending you so much love and rooting for your success. Okay, bye.